Oh yeah, I'm opening. I was
Sure.
like waiting for you.
We are going to debunk some Canadian myths and stereotypes.
You should open it.
Okay. Hey guys, so living in Canada, we find we get some very weird stereotypes made up about us. Now, we know not everybody thinks these, so we are here to debunk some of the most popular Canadian myths and stereotypes.
So our first myth is, do we live in igloos?
Clearly, we do not live in igloos as we are in my house. Although it is fun to use milk jugs and fill them with water and freeze them and make snow igloos in your backyard. That's always cool. But no,
yeah,
we live in
regular
the same houses as everybody else.
Yep.
The second myth is that Canadians don't have the same technology as everyone else in North America. This is false.
Yep, we have the exact same technology that the rest of North America has. In fact, we are using it right now to film this very video. This is not magic. Our third myth is that there is snow in Canada all year round.
That is false. Some places, I'm sure there is snow all year round. Although where we live, we do have snow probably
6-7 months out of the year.
Which really sucks. But no, thankfully it does finally melt and we do get a brief yet beautiful summer.
Yeah, because if it snowed here all year round, we would not live here. We would not be here at all, because that would,
That would suck.
it would suck a lot.
Unless you love outdoor snow activities, then right on.
Yeah, then this is
the place for you to
this
be.
is the perfect country for you.
But yeah, winter sports in Canada, woo, go for it.
Yep.
But I need my summertime as well. I need the sunshine.
Yes, we do.
The next myth kind of goes along with the technology myth, and it is that we don't get the same movies as everywhere else.
That is also not true. I'm seeing a pattern here. Not true. Most of the time, yeah, they do come out on the same day, and actually our ratings are lower than America's, so we actually get to watch more movies than other people, so bonus!
Especially if you're younger, you can go see the gorier, scarier movies sooner.
And you want to scar yourself for life? Go. Canadians are like, go for it.
This is one I could rant on for a long time.
Number 5 is one of our biggest stereotypes, and it is that all Canadians say a or a boot. Daphne, would you like to enlighten the world on this subject?
This drives me crazy. Anytime you see anyone do a Canadian accent, and I know it's all in fun, it's fine, whatever, it's funny, but everyone always adds a to the end of every sentence. That is not true. However, I have caught myself saying a sometimes, but it won't be saying it in the traditional way, how about them Canucks, eh? Or look at that Timmy's, eh? It's basically the equivalent of the Americans saying hey and us saying a.
We just sometimes drop the H, and it comes out a.
Yeah, but we don't use it after every single sentence.
No,
that's for sure.
That would be painful.
As for the a boot, that is more of an East Coast accent thing. Not everybody on the East Coast says it, but if you have that certain type of East Coast Canadian accent, you may say it, but we don't all say it. I say about.
I don't think I've ever said a boot in my entire life.
Unless referencing.
Yeah, obviously, but not in an actual conversation.
The next myth I actually believed in as well shows how good of a Canadian I am, that our national sport is hockey. This actually isn't true. It's lacrosse. I did not know that until Kaydee told me.
Yep.
I am a Canadian fail.
Yep.
I am a Canadian fail.
I'm a Canadian fail.
And don't get us wrong, I don't know about Daphne here, but I love hockey a lot.
Hockey sometimes.
Vancouver Canucks, go Canucks. But no, it's not our national sport, lacrosse. But you don't hear a lot about lacrosse, so not dissing any lacrosse players. I'm sure it's a wonderful game.
I've watched it. It's actually not bad to watch.
Our 7th one is a mix between a myth and a stereotype, and it's that our Canadian police are Mounties dressed in red and ride horses all the time. No. Sometimes they ride horses, but that's usually during special occasions and ceremonies that happen.
Or parades.
Yeah, and they'll put on the full attire, but they do not wear that all the time because I feel like no one would really take them all that seriously if they were dressed like that. And it's hard to catch someone in a car on a horse, so.
Our next stereotype is that Canadians are too polite and say sorry way too often. This is a stereotype I will actually happily accept, that people think we are polite.
Yeah.
And I know I say sorry way too often. I can't help it. Maybe it is just because I'm Canadian. But that doesn't mean that like anywhere else, it doesn't mean that every Canadian is super polite. Because I mean, you get your grumpy people everywhere. We've definitely heard from people who live other places and have moved here, or people that have come to visit, that we are a very polite people, which make me very happy. Go Canada!
Yeah. Number 9 is a myth, and it's that because we live in Canada, that means we know everyone. So we're saying, like, if we were to go to another country and mention that we live in Canada, and the other person says, oh, I know someone in Canada, do you know so-and-so? We do not know them.
My dad was actually I think we were in California. He was telling some guy where we were from, and the guy goes, oh, do you know Bob from Toronto? Toronto
Yes.
is a huge city. There's like 35 million people in Canada. And our final, I don't know if it's a myth or a stereotype, but our final point is that all Canadians have accents. Now, if you were to listen to somebody from the east coast of Canada speak versus somebody from the west coast, you would hear a definite difference, because generally, we're not going to stereotype, but we've found that a lot of people from Eastern Canada do have more of an Irish descent, especially people from Newfoundland. You'll find people will have a slight Irish hint to their accent versus people on the west coast.
Versus us.
Which is basically how we speak. And of course, anyone from Quebec, you'll get the French-Canadian accent, and it will be different from Americans. My cousin was actually up from California, and she was telling me how cute my accent was. And then we had this big argument of pasta versus pasta. We hope today we taught you a little bit more about Canada and some of the silly things that we get stereotyped as. Now, we don't take offense to any of them. Hopefully none of the other Canadians do either. If you're from Canada, you will already know these facts, but if not, we hope you learned something new, like I did with the lacrosse.
Comment down below what you think of each one of the Canadian myths or stereotypes that we talked about. If you think something different or we were wrong about something, let us know.
Or you can think of any more.
Yeah, if you can think of any more, put them in the comments below, and maybe we'll talk about those ones in an upcoming video. Make sure to give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, and remember to hit the subscribe button down below. That would be super, super helpful as we are trying to really get this going. And thanks for watching the video. Bye-bye.